just compared to the height of Robert Ludlow. All right, pancreas is a very important one. You definitely need to know about the pancreas. The pancreas is a digestive organ as well as an endocrine organ, and the pancreas produces a hormone called insulin. Pancreas, it's in the abdomen, and in the pancreas there are special cells that produce a hormone called insulin that travels through the bloodstream like all hormones. Can I go to the bathroom? And does anyone know, what does insulin do? You probably are familiar with it, I would guess. At least a little bit. Shay?
It is like in your body, like it gives you warmth and protects you from like...
Not, you're thinking insulation? Insulin is a hormone. It's related. Do you know of anyone that needs to give themselves insulin? Why?
I don't know why. But
Okay.
Diabetic.
Yeah, because they're diabetic. So insulin is a hormone that controls the amount of sugar or glucose in our blood.
Glucose.
So we know glucose is what our cells use as their energy source. And so we need a certain amount of glucose in our blood. But if the level becomes too high or too low, okay, that can be dangerous. And so this hormone, insulin, helps to regulate our blood sugar. So right now, let's just take an example. We're using a feedback system. So right now, you guys just came from lunch. Let's say you had a Rice Krispie treat and one of those brownie things they sell. So right now, in your stomach as it's being digested, that sugar is going where after you've digested it? Into your blood. So probably right about now, your blood sugar is on the increase because you just ate lunch. Well, your pancreas is keeping track, and as it senses your blood sugar has gone up, your pancreas turns on. Write this at the top. Once your pancreas turns on, it starts to make insulin and sends it into your blood. Right? It's sort of going clockwise. Once it releases this insulin, the effect insulin has is it lowers your blood sugar. It lowers the amount of glucose in your blood. So your blood sugar level will drop in a little while. Because right now your pancreas is right now probably producing some insulin because your blood sugar is increasing. And so once your blood sugar gets back to the proper level, what do you think the pancreas does?
Turns off.
Right, it turns off. It stops producing insulin.
Oh, wait.
Until you go home after school and you pour yourself a big bowl of Lucky Charms. And then as your blood sugar starts to go up again, what does your pancreas do? Turns back on, produces more insulin, which lowers your blood sugar back down again. Now, a person that is diabetic, their pancreas is not producing insulin properly. And therefore, when they eat a meal, insulin is not going to help lower their blood sugar. So what do they need to do?
Do the pricky thing.
And give themselves insulin, either an injection, or through a pod, or through a pump. But they need to administer some insulin so that their blood sugar will drop. Because their body isn't regulating it internally. Their pancreas, for some reason, is not producing that insulin. And therefore, they give themselves insulin to lower their blood sugar. It's why a person that has diabetes will have to test their blood sugar to monitor it because their pancreas isn't doing it. And they give themselves insulin because their pancreas is not doing it. And so they keep their blood sugar at the proper level.
My sister was diabetic, and she always had like a purse with her that carried like the thing and a juice box. Because one time her blood sugar got really low, and she had to get like fast sugar.
Yeah, if your blood sugar drops too low, you can become weak and tired, and you can pass out. When your blood sugar goes too high, it can do damage to your body, to your liver, to your nerves, to your eyes. And so they need to carefully monitor blood sugar and make adjustments.
Okay, so I was watching a show, and this girl, she killed her husband by giving him Oreos.
Yeah, and again, you could, too much or too little could be dangerous.
Many of the body's most basic functions are regulated by the endocrine system, 8 different glands located throughout the body. The endocrine system constantly and quietly does its work, secreting liquid chemical messengers called hormones. These chemicals manage muscle growth and digestion, as well as energy, reproduction, and more. Here in the pancreas, a hormone called insulin is produced and secreted into the blood. When levels of blood glucose or sugar become too high, the pancreas increases production of insulin. Chemicals in the insulin cause body cells to open up, allowing more glucose from the blood to enter cells, stabilizing the amount of glucose in the blood and maintaining adequate energy in the cells. This is just one example of how the endocrine system regulates a number of important body functions.
All right.